Hey folks, welcome. We're at the start of the Scourge Path of Exile League. We're about to get going once the game goes live here in 3 minutes. As you can see, I've got a decent enough queue time, only 5k. I know some folks that are over. Chico Swavey here, streaming live with the upcoming start to the Path of Exile Scourge League. So, just a heads up, what we're going to be going over during the stream today, I got to get my guild tab set up for my guild members, which we do have open slots. So if anyone's interested in joining, message me about that. We can get you added into the guild. And then after we get the guild slots stash tab set up, I'm going to be starting my leveling process through as a poison concoction build Pathfinder. So also if you have questions about what the build's going to look like or how it's going to be, just let me know. First and foremost, though, I don't want to disillusion anyone. I am not a PoE builder or builds. Like that's not my forte. So I get all my builds from a friend of mine, and I'll give a big shout out to Katie for helping me with builds and giving me ideas to play really well designed builds. So that's where I get most of my builds if I don't just find random ones online. But now, here the last couple leagues that I've played, I've been getting them all from Katie. She does the math. She knows how to do the builds right. She understands all the mechanics, how to incorporate new skills into a new build for a new league. So big shout out to Katie for helping me with those. But again, like I said, if you're just joining us, welcome. Chico Swavey here, doing the Path of Exile launch. We're about a minute out. The queue should start moving soon. We're going to try and grab our name, um, and then we'll move on from there into the guild stash setups for the guild, and then into some leveling. I'm going to run, what's it called? I'm going to run a separate skill before poison concoction, because you got to wait till level 12. So I'm going to be running Splitting Steel, an Ancestral Protector, from level 1 to level 12. And then we'll switch it over, Poison Concoction, Ancestral Protector. So I think it's going to work out pretty well. The queue's going. We're almost in. So good luck to everybody on their league. Let me know if you have questions during the stream about anything. And let's have a good league this time. And I think it's really going to be an interesting league with the new changes and mechanicals. And then the new skills seem to be interesting in their own right. So let's get started here. We're at 3,300. It's moving pretty good. Let's not hope for game crashes, because that can happen too. I'm going to be giving away a sub during my stream this time. So if you're a return follower, return viewer, or a new viewer and you're enjoying the content, please help me out. Hit that like, subscribe, and follow button for me. It really helps me out get going as a streamer. So we're almost in queue. We're almost down below 1K, so we're almost in 1,500. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, below 500 now. Looking good, folks. 2, 1, 169. There it is. Create Scourge Pathfinder. Got our name. Scourge Taco 1. Okay, we've got it. Let's go ahead and get our new through. So we got our new loot filter set, and we got that through Filter Blade, of course. Big shout out to them for getting that set. So now I'm going to reload my loot filter, and then save. We're going to skip all tutorials. We played it before, so grab the bow, talk to this exile, and then we'll attack him. Okay, burning arrow. That'll get us off the beach. As you see, there's all those people flying through, and they're doing their. They're already ahead of us, but I'm in no rush. I really am not. I just like to take my time, get there when I can. Um, I'm not one of the rushers. Oh, there's our first kick. So now we're in 60,000 queue, waiting to log back in. Yeah, first PoE crash of the league. So that's always fun. So now we're waiting. At least we were able to get our name. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people got kicked. That's just a part of it. Everybody knows who's played before. You know, start of a new league. Their servers are taking so many hits right now that are going to be a little unstable. It happens every league. Grinding Gear Games does a real good job, though, of adapting to problems and solving their problems pretty fast, unlike some other games that we know of. So I do commend them on that. $55,000. So it's going to be a minute here, folks. We can showcase a couple items here. Let me pull up the POB that I'm going to run through, and I'll show you some of what it looks like here. So get an idea of the POB I'm going to run in my end game. So okay. While we're waiting, let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to show you what build looks like that we're going to play and focus on. So this is the poison concoction build that we're going to play, and there's a couple different trees. So this is where the start of our tree is going to go with 23 points, 35 points. Now, to give you an idea of the build, I am using noogies. So don't think that I'm ripping them off. I want to make sure to give a shout out to that. So this is Noogie's POB that was released for the poison concoction that he's going to league start. So just so you see it and might recognize it, I don't want to not give props to him for releasing this. So, but I'm going to do a little more adaptive than this tree. This is just to give you an idea of what the tree that I'm going to play is going to look like. So as you can see where the points are going to get allocated as we go along with levels. So alright, we're down to under 40k now. Still waiting to get back in. If anybody has any questions or suggestions, Chico Swavey here, doing a poison concoction build, league start for Scourge, Path of Exile League. If you all have your own builds you're doing, please feel free to drop them in the thing, in the message there. Very interested to see what everybody's going to play, how they think the league's going to progress. Let's get the chat going while we're just kind of hanging out, and let me know. Let me know what you're going to play. Let me know what kind of thoughts you have about the league, impressions you've gotten, if there's anything that you feel is overpowered or underpowered, if there are any skills that you're really looking forward to. I'm interested to find out. So by all means, let me know. Tell us a little bit about yourself too, who you are. And then if you're just starting to watch and you're having a good time, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and follow button. It really helps me out. I really appreciate the folks that have already. So later on in the stream, we're going to be giving away a sub. So hang out for that. And then, yeah, we're still just waiting to get back in. We were in before and got kicked. And then now we were at close to 60,000. Now we've gotten the queue down a lot lower. So we're still just waiting to get back in. First thing we're going to do is get off the beach, out of the strand, and then get in. I got to set up my guild stash tabs. That's one thing I am very interested to see this league is the changes to the guild stuff. I think Path of Exiles needed a solid guild activities, guild gathering hall, that kind of thing for a while now. Because I manage a guild. I haven't played in 2 leagues, so I'll throw that out there. Doesn't work. But I'm coming back now, playing again. I got a lot of great officers in my guild who thankfully have kept things going. But we're going to do some recruiting again. Currently, we're around 200 members. We made some room for new folks this league. So anyone interested in trying to join my guild with a hangout with all of us, check out and shoot me a message. We can see about getting you in there. And then for those of you who are just joining us, welcome. Chico Swavey here, doing a PoE Scourge League start. As you can see, got kicked, so we're waiting in the queue again. But we're going over the different builds people are playing, seeing if anybody has any comments, questions. Going to be playing Poison Concoction for League start. been checking out Noogie's POB that he put up, and I can share that now in the chat for anyone who has a idea of what they want to play and are interested in playing this one also, Noogie's. So make sure to give him props for that. I don't want anybody saying I stole anything. So that's just one of the ones I looked at when I was deciding what to play, and that was suggested to me by Katie. So I'm very excited for Poison Concoction, though. I think it's going to be a good balancing skill, and I think that we're going to have good challenge between the playstyle, if you know what I mean. So, but here's that paste bin. Check it out. Hope you like it. That's Noogie's again, once again. Paste bin that he put out for Poison Concoction. It's going to be similar to what I'm going to be playing, but not exactly alike. I think most of the Poison Concoctions, though, are going to take the path that he picked, just because of the way the tree lays out. You know, everything's similar in what you're grabbing and how it's going to apply and affect. But we won't really know until we get in and start playing with it, being a new skill and how everything's going to go. So we're almost down below 15,000. We're at 16 and slowly lowering. And boom, now we're into the 15,000 left to log in. Welcome everybody who's joined us. Hope you're looking forward to the new league as much as I am. Just want to do another shout out to my friend Katie. She does all my builds, and she's the one that I follow for builds, because I don't even attempt to lie. I'm not a big build guy, like making them up myself. I don't get into all that math and figuring things out, so I always go to my friend Katie right there. Big shout out to her for making the builds for me and that I like to play, and for coming up with new things every league that everybody enjoys in my guild to play, because a lot of folks go to Katie for builds and build help. So big shout out to her about that. So, and welcome everybody else that's joined us. We're waiting in the queue. We're almost below 10,000 now to try and get back in, and we are slowly going. We were in before. We were at about 5,000 when I first got in. Was able to get my name, able to kill a couple monsters on the beach, and then we got kicked. But I'm looking to get back in so I can get in there. I'm going to be pushing first to get out of the strand, and then get on into town and into my hideout for a minute. Once I get in there, first push I have to do is set up my guild stash tabs for all my guildies to be able to utilize correctly. And then from there, we're going to be doing our leveling process, and hope that everybody will sing out with us, enjoy the show, and go from there. And then look out later for a couple more videos that I'm going to be putting out this weekend on some of the how-tos for Path of Exile to make your league better. So I'm looking to put out a couple videos about filter blade, how to make a filter, and then a couple videos on PoE Ninja website, how to navigate it, how to utilize it, and then how to get your PoE lurker set up and awakened PoE trade set up. So look out for those. Check out my video of the pre-launch if you're interested in a proven strategy for generating currency at league start. I posted a video a couple hours ago with that, and it's in the video there. I won't tell and give away where it's at, but if you watch the video, it's much appreciated. Thanks for the support. And on that, if you're new, just watching us for the first time, welcome. If you're a return viewer and you're enjoying yourself, don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, and follow buttons. It really helps me out and lets me keep doing what I'm trying to do here, and that's bring you content that you enjoy, that you look forward to, and that it revolves around the games that you play. And as always, while we're waiting still, if you have any game ideas for games I should check out and stream for you, go ahead and drop me a comment in the chat or on one of the social media links that we have linked to the stream in the about section. So hopefully that you'll be able to get a hold of us there. And that's also links for the Discord where we hang out and do our games. So my different crews, it's a community Discord. Oh, we're back in. Let's get back in here and finish doing what we got to do. Yeah, it's a different kind of atmosphere that we're creating, and we're looking to get like-minded gamers together to be able to game together in an atmosphere that they enjoy, and looking for folks that are still gaming the same games that they are, if that makes sense. So we picked up our burning arrow. We're going to utilize that for getting off the strand here. And I'm curious, I wonder if everybody else got kicked or if it was just a couple of folks. I think there was a mass kick just from the overload. Yeah, something about this. So. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people got kicked. So, if you're just joining us, welcome. Chico Swavey here, doing a playthrough of League launch for Path of Exile Scourge League. We're going to be playing Poison Concoction as our league starter. And then we've looked at a couple different places. For anyone interested in the build, I put in the chat Noogie's POV. So big props to him for taking the time to set that up for folks. He's playing that as his league start. Just so people don't think I made that, because I did not by any means. I'm just going through, trying to make it through here, get some levels. We're going to get in, set up our guild stash. We have like a 200-person guild in Path of Exile currently. We made room for new joins for this league. We are always looking, though, for more like-minded folks looking to game with us, hang out, have a good time, and enjoy new conversations about Path of Exile. So if you're looking to get into some of that, just hit us up. The Discord link is on the different pages. You can find us in Discord. So now, a couple of you may be wondering, I am currently still playing on my laptop. I'm getting my tower reset up. I had to order a new video card, so I got that in, and I got a couple new fun items for streaming. A directional mic. I got a new webcam for the tower, and we're going to get that set up later tonight. I might even do a video of setting it all up, just for folks that are interested. And then from there, once we get that set up and running, we'll be able to stream a lot smoother, get a little bit better quality going on. But in the interim, I appreciate you hanging with me while I'm trying to make it through on the laptop. It means a lot. So having you here watching. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Again, questions or comments, just drop them in the chat. I'll address them as they come up. And then, oh, here's our favorite boy, Old Hillock. Yeah, there he goes with that heel when he pulls out the sword. Now he smacks on us. Helps if I have mana. Oh, look at that. We got kicked again. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Well, at least there's only 18,000 people ahead of us now. Watch it make me redo the strand all over again for the third time. Ah, I'm going to be so mad. Yeah. So, for those of us just joining, welcome. Chico Swavey here, doing a fairly level league start for Path of Exile Scourge League. We are going to be running Poison Concoction this league for our league start. Big shout out again to the new folks that I don't know, to Katie for helping and supplying me with a build, because I am by no means a build maker. So I just enjoy the game and enjoy playing it, and hopefully bringing you guys content that you enjoy to watch. So as we're waiting on our queue to pop, if there's any questions, comments, anything you want to be showcasing on the stream as far as what you're playing, we always appreciate that. So if you want to drop us a comment in the stream, please feel free to. Let us know what you're playing. Let us know what you're excited about for the league. You know, I'm going to be gifting a sub later on the stream. So if you stick around for that, one lucky winner will be getting that. So yeah, we're just sitting here trying to get everything going, trying to get back in the game. Seems to be kicking a lot of folks right now. If you're interested in joining us, we have the Discord link that we play in for my Path of Exile guild, linked in the links there, depending on which avenue you're watching from. And you can always join us in Discord. We made room for folks to join our PoE guild, so you're always welcome to join us here in Path of Exile and game with us here, where we share and help folks. New and return players are welcome. So if you're a new player, don't feel like you can't try and join. We do take new folks. We're always listening to look out for players of like mind who are just here to have a good time, not cause drama, and looking to do some Path of Exile gaming. So here we are at 7,700. Still waiting to get back in for try number 3. A little bit about myself. Chico Swavey here. Welcome to all of our new viewers. I'm a retired disabled veteran, does gaming on the side, looking to make a go at streaming now to share my passion of gaming with an audience, to see if I can't bring you some entertainment value and help you learn on some different games. Currently I'm playing Path of Exile, Hearthstone, New World, and Diablo 2 Resurrected. But today, of course, with the launch of the Scourge League, we're going to be focusing on Path of Exile with our stream. Once we get back in, we're going to try and make it off the strand, and then we're going to be pushing to get our guild stash tabs created for the guild members to utilize, and then we're going to start our leveling from there. If you have any comments or questions, please drop them in the chat. If you'd like to get a hold of me, please check out the About and the channels there to see how you can get a hold of me on different platforms. Currently using Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So, hope to see you guys, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. If you do enjoy yourself on the stream and you're watching, please hit that like, subscribe, and follow button for me. It really helps out. If you feel like giving me the support there, if I'm doing a good job, it means a lot. So, yeah, I'd like to see some chat if we can get you guys talking here about what builds you're going to play and the excitement you have for the league. Please feel free to drop it in the chat. Let us know, and then we'll keep on waiting on this queue here to get in. So we're finally below 1,000 again. We should get in any minute. Below 500. Alright, here we go. Try number 3. Let's see if it restarts me all the way back at the start. It did. So this is try number 3 to make it through the strand. It keeps restarting me when it kicks me. So still have burning arrows, so we don't need a second one. And if you hear my kids in the background, I apologize. They're going a little crazy today, so they're a little loud right now. Let me get them turned down here just a second. Alright, so moving forward again. Going to be using peer support and Marions. It might have saved me at Hillock. Oh, no, there's some mobs around. Let's see if it didn't save me at Hillock. But I probably have to fight Hillock again. There's peer support again. Level 2. Yeah, so it probably didn't save me where I was fighting Hillock the last time, since it's resetting me over and over again. It's always interesting starting a new league and how slow you go comparative to once you get some movement skill, movement boots, and everything else. Look at me forgetting to hit the mana. It's like, why are my arrows not flashing? So, for those of us just joining us, and a little bit about myself, Chico Swavey here. We're doing a Path of Exile Scourge League launch. We're going to be running Poison Concoction this league start. Currently trying to get off the strand for try number 3, using the burning area that drops in Pierce support. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or would like to share what you're playing, or what your thoughts for the league are, any hype about it, please drop it in chat. We encourage that. And yeah, so don't be a stranger. There's old boy. Let's fight him again now for the 3rd time here. Pulls out the sword, regenerates. Oh. Is he going to kill me? Oh, look at that. We made it. Alright, so on into town we finally go. Ah, he killed the big bastard. So, alright. So now I need to set up my guild stash tabs real quick. So it's going to be a second here. I'm going to go to the hideout to do that. And then we'll get back into some more leveling. Anybody that's curious or wanting to join the guild, please message. We can get you added up. And then we go, and as you can see, we have quite a large guild. We have 36 guild stash tabs. So, gonna get those set up so that way the guild members have that. We have our Discord advertised too on the stream, so if you want to join us and chat with us while we're gaming, we'd love to have some new folks. We're building a Discord community for everyone to find an area, one Discord to play all their games with. So it's called Collective Regime, and if you're interested in joining us, feel free, hit us up, hop on in, come join us as we move forward and build something great together. So our Path of Exile guild is currently around 200 strong. I cleared out spots for people to have open slots to join. So it's going to be a little guild management here right now at the start, and then we'll get into some leveling. Hope everyone's doing good today. Hope you're enjoying the league. Hope you're hyped for it like I am. And give me just a couple minutes to get through this, and we'll get back into some leveling. As you can see, there's already a lot of rushers running through. So, just doing a little bit of guild maintenance. If you're just joining us, Chico Swavey here, doing a little bit of guild maintenance before we get into our leveling, so I can get my guild set up, and they'll be all set. We have about 200 person guild currently in Path of Exile, and we are always looking for more folks looking to join a good community and do some good gaming together. So I'm just setting up the guild tabs here for the guild members to be able to utilize. And then we're going to get into some more leveling. I know this is kind of monotonous. It might not be your cup of tea. So in the interim, if you have questions, you want to chat about what you're going to play for the league, what kind of things are getting you excited for league, please feel free to drop them in chat. Let's get talking about the new and exciting things that's coming for Scourge League. Everybody's grabbing their names, as you can see from the pop-ups on the right-hand side of my screen. They're grabbing their names and doing that. So, let's see, we got skills and juniors. That's going to be next. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Chico Swavey here. We're doing our guild maintenance stash tabs real quick before we get into some leveling. We are working on getting everything set up for the guild to be able to utilize the stash tab. If you're a veteran player, I know this is probably pretty boring for you. If you're a new player to Path of Exile, however, this is important to get it all set up right away so your guild can have that place to go to when they're setting up and donating and helping everyone else work at getting started for the league. So that's why it's important as a GM that I have to do this right as the start and utilize some of my own time for that I could be leveling to get these things kind of going and make sure everyone has that avenue to be able to utilize the guild stash. Just part of being a GM, you know. So again, if you're interested in looking for a guild, hit us up. We're always, I can't type, we're always looking for new folks to check us out and to game with. So. Yeah, so this is something I've got to do at the start of every league. I know it's slowly dropping viewers. A lot of folks probably not into this, but we're getting the guild stash set up so we can have everybody's place for sharing loot that they find so they get their builds going together on our PoE Path of Exile guild. So we'll get into some leveling as soon as I knock this out. It shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, thanks so much for subscribing. It means a lot. So, alright, so we're doing the Path of Exile guild bank stash tab setup currently. We're going to get into some leveling as soon as we can. Just finishing this out. Shouldn't be too much longer, folks. And then we'll get everything going, okay? So just bear with me while I get all this set up. So my guild is all set. And again, if you're just joining us or hanging around on the fence, we are currently accepting new guild members in our guild, about 200 strong, and we have a good core officer base that I'm very proud of to help people if you have questions about your build, if you have questions about the game, or if you're simply looking for somebody to hang out with and enjoy Path of Exile as a group content game. So, we're almost done here. As you can see, we got 36 stash tabs in our guild. So it takes a minute to get the stash tabs set up. That's funny that I won't let you do it when I'm offline. Yeah, so welcome folks if you're just joining us. Chico Swavey here, doing the Path of Exile Scourge League launch. We made it past the Strand finally after 3 attempts, and we are at the point now where we're setting up the guild stash tabs to be ready for everyone to utilize at League Go. So just bear with me. Let me get through this, and then we'll get into leveling. We're going to be playing the Poison Concoction build, the new skill that's come out. It looks really good. It looks really strong. And so we're going to play that. Okay. So we've got a map tab set up here. If you're wondering what the donation tabs are, they're for people to donate to the guild for us to fund and then purchase like maps to put into the map tabs and guild run maps for when we do guild runs. It allows us to facilitate more activity in the guild for people trying to get their map completions and stuff. So it really is important to have something like that set up because it encourages the guild to come together. And I think this league is going to be really good for our guild with the new guild hall, or guild hideout as it was. So it should be interesting to see how it's going to play out and trying to get more people gaming together and having a good time. So we're almost done here with the stash tabs. We're just finishing up. shouldn't be too much longer. A couple people leaving the guild that haven't played probably in a while, or are coming back and now jumping into a different one. It happens every league. You gain some, you lose some. We've made room though, if you're interested and would like to join us. Um, would like to join us in our guild for Path of Exile. So feel free to message me on either of the platforms or here in chat, and we'll get you added up so you can game with us and have a good time and maybe learn a little something you didn't know. We have a lot of good officers. We have a good crew of folks that are willing to help new folks, veteran players. Um, it doesn't matter which. So, yeah. Oh, I misloaded that. Needs to be maps. Unique maps. That's what we need. Alright. Files. Now we're going to make this a unique tab 1. Perfect. Make this thing here. And then we're going to make 3 unique tabs so that way we have a place for folks to dump the uniques and share inside the guild for anyone looking for uniques. It's where we share like some of the leveling uniques and everything like that. So it was really handy for folks to be able to have that point. All the guild tabs we have were donated by myself, the officers, and the members of the guild. So we've come a long way over the last 10 leagues. Well, really 5 leagues since we started. And we're very proud of where we're at now with the options for helping new folks, offering those avenues that the return veteran players will look for. So it's like I said, it's fairly good. All right, so now, we're almost done here. We only have a couple more tabs left. Go down here. And then we offer a pickups tab. And this is where, like, if anything is in the donations that somebody needs in the guild, the officers have the capability to grab it. Or if somebody's in Discord and they're talking about something, you can just throw it in the pickups tab and trade amongst yourselves like that inside the guild. And then there is an officer, of course, only. So, hold on. Okay, let's see what we have left to add. Alright, so now I need. This is a shout out to one of my officers called Belderon. He does this tab to get us revenue for the guild stash and what have you, and doing guild activities. So. Okay, so I've got 3 left. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the weapons, jewelry, and boots, or the weapons, boots, and armor tab. I'm going to make those into a 3rd one there for each one of those, and we'll move them accordingly. So.
You're frozen. I'm like, what happened? Me? No,
So now we're going to have, what did I say, boots and armor. And then our last tab, before we get back into leveling, will be for the armor number 3. So that'll be good. We're almost back into leveling, folks. I appreciate all your patience and your watching. So now we've got our guild stash tabs set up, ready for the guild members to use. Everything is all set up. We'll exit out of that. And then we're going to get back into our leveling. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My son came up. We were having a little chat, so he's interested in PoE also. We'll get our tabs set up at some other point. I just want to go ahead with the leveling so we can get into that, see how everything's going to work. If you have any questions about Path of Exile, how to get started in League, let me know in the chat. We're going to keep going on now that we've got everything set up. Chico Swavey here, doing a Path of Exile Scourge League launch. And for those of you that don't know, you don't need to actually click on all these to get the quest. But what it does for me is I just do it because it allows me to, focus. I'm OCD like that, I guess you'd say. Now we're going to get our skill. There it is. So we're going to be playing from level 1 to 12 Splintering Steel. And we're going to use that for the pre-concoction leveling thing. So we're going to get that. Take off the bow. And then we're going to go see if we can't get us a sword or an axe. Alright, so we got an axe there. Grab that. Got an axe there. We'll grab that. Now, Splintering Steel. Put that on our left click. And then on our right click, we'll put Call Steel. Okay. So sell. Gotta close that first. I'll take these out so we can get those much needed scroll portions. Alright, here we go. So we got 4 of those. Alright, back to leveling we go. We're going to be starting off on the coast, and we're going to go on from here. But before we start, now that we've got things set up, I just want to take the opportunity, if anyone has any questions or want to share their builds, what they're going to be playing, what they're hyped for the league for, please feel free to go ahead and drop it in chat. We can address and talk about it. If not, we'll move forward. I'm going to be playing a poison concoction build. Going to use that. I think it's going to be a really strong league start, and it's going to be fun because you're going to have to balance some things out. So when the way the skill works is that it'll use health flask charges, but then there's parts in the tree which will allow you to get those flash charges back when you hit an enemy. So what I'm talking about is the field medicine. So increases the life recovery from flask, and then life flask gain a charge when you hit an enemy, no more than once each second. So that's how we're going to get our charges back once we get into poison concoction. So okay. Now we've been here for a little bit already. We've been doing this for about an hour. We had a rough start, like always, with the league. You know, I had to do the strand 3 times in a row. So we got through. We got our guild stash tabs. Excuse me. We got our guild stash tabs set up. And for those that powered through and watched as I did that, I appreciate that. I know it probably wasn't that exciting, but it's an important thing I got to do every league to help the guild out. 36 stash tabs in our guild stash. So, again, if you're interested in joining us, hit us up on Discord. We'll get you added up into the guild. You can game with us. There's a lot of veteran players in our guild who help new folks with builds, help folks just learn about Path of Exile, or for the returning players, veteran players, we do a lot of group content. So it's good to have folks to know in the game if you're looking for that. So now we're going to start off on the coast. I got one message I got to answer. Give me just a second. And then, yeah, so we're going to be using splitting steel, talk to the last to die. Okay, so we're grabbing our blood crucible. Here's our blood crucible. The gateway of flesh, horror, unbound, requires a key of madness and pain. I knew a girl like that once. Let's see what she has to say about stuff. All right, fair enough. We got the main point she's trying to tell about that. Let's see what she says about chaos. All right, interesting. Well, getting hit. Time to move. Let's get into some leveling now. Okay, so we're filling our bar over here with the kills that we make, or the kills that we do. Seems to be interesting. So we're looking for some more kills. Get this filled, and then we're going to see what happens once it fills all the way up, and we can activate it. Reminds me a little bit of the Ritual League, where you had the totems that you had to empower with the kills. You know what I mean? So, go down here and kill these randoms. Oh, well, get him killed. So they're not dropping anything yet. Could use some upgrades. You use a flash too, I tell you. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That'll be Tom Cruise. Alright. So if you're just joining us, Chico Swavey here. Finally into our leveling for the Path of Exile Scourge League. Trying not to die. We've got our guild stash tab set up. That was a bit of work and time, but much needed for our guild to function and be able to help each other out. Oh, I didn't kill him. Come on. Okay, so let's see. We're running through and we're dying. I hate these annoying things. There we go. Come on. I really need some potions. Or flask, I should say. Oh, there's one we missed. So when I level through, I like to kill a lot of things to get levels. Everybody has a different playstyle. Some people are rushing. Some people are... oh, here we go. Here's the action of the blood. The crucible is on. Oh boy. Oh buddy. Alright. Quest complete. Nope. Got to die. Oh, I need mana. That would help. I'll get out of the fire, dummy. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, I think this is that one girl. Yeah, this is it. So she's always fun. We've got to move out of her fire. Oh god. Yep. I always die to her because I just stand and stuff. Let's turn in this quest. See what they gotta say. Alright. Sounds good. Oh, look, we got some more text to see. Let's see what we got here. Alright, interesting. So the mechanic this league is you basically get thrown into another version of Waycast. And I'm gonna level that. And what you're doing is killing things that are in this torn and shattered version after you filled your blood crucible. Is what I'm picking up so far. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do much reading because I don't like to read ahead or check out the spoilers and things like that. I really like to only play the game when it comes out. We're gonna die again if we're not careful. She's flame dashing me. Oh, that tickles. There we go. Now, oh, you know what? I think I have my options set up incorrectly. Let's see. No, it's set the alt. I'm hearing things drop, but I can't get it to show up where all the things display and stay displayed. And that's one thing I don't remember. Stop doing that. Of course, when I'm trying to do it, my Razer video card is trying to flip an option. But let's see what we got here. Got some boots. I want to get it to display everything all the time. Katie, if you're in here, do you remember what that button is that we need to press to have everything displayed all the time? Because we'll pull it up, but I thought there was a way that we could have it displaying everything on the ground all the time. Maybe it's my loop filter. Yeah, you know what? I am not thinking correctly. It's the loop filter that's cutting everything out. That's what the issue is. Everybody watch old man Chico here know how to not game correctly. I tell you. Well, I hope I'm entertaining in my craziness. So, yeah, I forgot I had the loop filter already set up, which was cutting out the items. So I've got to adjust my loop filter. Oh, that's a big boy. Come on, heal, man. I need a hat. I like hats. Oh, they're unidentified. I don't want to waste my scrolls on them, but we can go ahead and do it. We regenerate 1 life per second. Look at us. And then go there. Really need some flask. Would like to get another health flask and a. So we got our first waypoint going into the tidal island. Before we start on the tidal island, though, we're going to take a quick break. I'll be back in just a minute. I just got to grab something real quick. So hang tight for me, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Not gonna lie, had to use the restroom. I'm an old man. What do you say? I gotta go. So we're gonna be back. Tidal Island. We're playing currently to level 12 splitting steel, if I can talk, and then we're gonna be going poison concoction. We are. I'm very excited about it, but before we jump into the Tidal Island, I want to show you, if you're new to the stream, we're going to use the Blood Crucible to shift into Nightmare and take on the mobs there. Um, so, so this is the Nightmare version. I'm not healing because my dog is moving my hand. So there we go. I failed it. We resurrected the checkpoint. My dog chose the most opportune time to come up and shake my mouse with his nose. That's what we're going to say anyways. Um, I got 2 skill points I still got to burn. I like to be crazy and wait till I hit 12 to hit all my skill points. And when I switch to when I switch over to the skill that I'm going to use for leveling. So I generally will save those skill points, the passive skill points, until level 12 to when I switch to that skill, instead of having to redo, for the current skill I'm using. So I just run and ham it. Now, I'm not a fast player, so if you're into watching folks that are into fast leveling, I'm not going to be your guy. However, if you have questions about Path of Exile, questions about builds, feel more than free to drop them in the chat. We'll address them as they come up. Try our best to answer everything and get you guys a quality stream for the content you're looking for. And also, if you're looking for a guild, if you're looking for folks to hang out with or to gain some knowledge from, be it a veteran or a new player, hit us up. We'll try and get you in our guild that we have. We have a 200-person guild, Path of Exile, in Path of Exile, with slots for 50 more people. So we're currently shifting up and down, as the league starts. Some people are coming back and leaving. We're getting new folks joining. We also have a community Discord that we've built, and that we are looking always for more like-minded people looking for gamers to find that one Discord to join to play all their games with the same people over and over. So if you're interested in that, the links are in all the social sites. Feel free to join us in Discord. Feel free to join us in our Path of Exile guild. And then sit back as we try and level through. We're going to be doing all the quests to get all the skill points, all the passive respecs, and going through today, just having a good time playing the new league. So, and you can watch as the comedy of my skills plays out, and I'm probably going to die a lot, but that's what it is. Like, I'm dying right now. All right, there we go. Get that done. Let's see here. There we go. There's some more people to fight. We're out here looking for the medicine chest on the Tidal Island. Turn that quest in. Oh boy. That's a lot of people. There we go. Take a couple on at a time. Now really call. There we go. Come on, heal up. All right. Let's see which is Tidal Strider. Tide Strider, whatever. Come on, heal. Heal. There we go. That's why I like to kill everything, to get those early levels. A lot of people skip with things and they're just rushing to get through the axe. I like to kill things and see about getting those early levels. Just take my time. As you can see, there's people reaching level 32 already. So, but we're here for the long run, and I can bet you'll enjoy some of my tips and techniques that I'm going to share later on for making currency in the league, for having a good time, and for the connection of a good social PoE guild. Oh my gosh, this guy's wrecking me. There we go. Wrecked in the face. All right. Welcome everyone for joining. Thanks for joining us. Chico Swavey here. We're going through the new Path of Exile League Scourge. We're gonna get all of our quests done. Working up to have a little fun. Watch this guy wreck me a couple times. There we go again. Come on. Drink some in already. I'm doing like no damage to this guy. Come on. There we go. Alright. I so need better gear. Oh, there's a belt. Pick that up. We got our loot filter turned on already. I made a custom Arnold loot filter, so you might hear that later on in the streams. It's pretty funny, some of the things that'll play out. Ah, finally, we got a mana blast. It's not soon enough though. Come on, come on, let's get him. Let's get him. I believe in you. Oh, he keeps freezing me. Ah, so annoying. Come on, kill him already. Using my last charge on the life pot. Finally. And the life blast. There we go. Alright, let's get these switched around. We got that. So we got our flask we were after. That's always good. So when are you guys going to play this league start? What are you excited for? Let us know in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like, follow, and subscribe button for me. It really helps me out trying to get going here. If you have any content or games you'd like to see me play, toss those in there as well, and we'll see about getting them added. But right now, we're playing the Path of Exile Scourge launch with Chico Swavey. And yeah, so we're going to go turn this quest in, and then we're going to make our way to the Mud Flats, which is the next area. And a lot of people will hold up and they'll just run through and they'll do this and do that. I always just turn them in once I get them done. I'm a little slow like that. But there's a reason. You know, I like to get the rewards. And so we're going to need a flask. Now, let's go with chest of poison. And then we're going to check out, see if we can get another support one. Chance to bleed. Oh, we need a scroll. So let's See if we can't get enough to get a score. No, not for that one. So we're gonna have to wait. As you can see, where I've got the guild sash set up already. Um, got that scroll we needed. That's what we do it for. So we got our chance to bleed now. We only have, as you can see, the two one-handed, one-socket things, but I want to try and get that going in case I find something I can put on for later. Alright. I really need to redo my standard tabs one day. These are because every league you start, it pulls your standard tab names, and I've never actually taken the time to go through and update them to what I use during league play, and it's annoying. I need to go back and do that. So I'm gonna throw this flask in here for the next character. So I really could use an armor scrap to buy a chest piece. Let me see if we haven't had some donated. None yet. So those are actually not bad boots. I'm going to use those boots. I don't know if anybody's reading chat right now. That's the problem. All right, so for everybody that's been watching, I want to say thank you, and we're going to do a gifts club. Um, so we're going to anonymously give a tier 1 gift sub. So here we go. Good luck. And as soon as my computer thinks, we'll gift it, that is. I apologize. We're still running on the laptop here until I get my tower reset up tonight. My video card went down, so I had to purchase a new video card, and thankfully I was actually able to get one. Um, so I know a lot of the video cards have been out of stock due to the chip shortage. And was really lucky to be able to get one. So Why is this taking so long? I apologize, folks. Working from a laptop is a little challenging at times. Um, but we'll eventually get this done. At least I hope. In the meantime, while I'm trying to get that pass through, we're going to go back and start heading into the mud flats. Alright, I think I finally got the sub done. Look at that. I finally went through. Oh, look, Katie, congratulations on your random gift sub tier 1. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks everybody for watching. We still got a little bit left here to do, so let's keep on going through the mud flats. I feel like we're gonna die a lot until we get better weapons and armor. Look at that. Oh, we're just getting eaten up. Yeah. This is going to be a rough leveling process, but eventually we'll get gear and we'll be able to do this. Well, a couple leagues ago, we got real lucky and had a tabula drop in the mud flats. It was super handy. All right, come on, come on. If this is going to be how we're doing it, we're going to have to get some stuff going soon and find some gear. All right, so what do we got? That'll work. Let's see that. Or actually, probably won't. Let's see if we can't get that on. No, not with the axe. Of course, I forgot. So, get that going. We got that. I don't like, I tell you one thing about how this blood crucible sits in your bag. Um, Oh, look at that. Found it. I knew there was a way you could get it out of there, but it took me a second to find it. We're starting the league, learning everything new. It's all new placement. Plus, I've been gone for 2 leagues because of work, so there are a lot of changes that took place while I was gone during those 2 leagues. Oh, come on! Adjusted my weapons. Now it was sitting there auto attacking. That's not good. Oh, much needed scroll, potion, portal. Let's turn off a loot filter for now. So I'll put it at none. Oops. Click the folder. Do want to refresh. There we go. Now we can start seeing things um, on the ground. I don't know. I was trying to showcase the filter, but there's not enough dropping to actually trigger it, so to speak. So, we're getting our butt kicked. There we go. We're utilizing the sail correctly. It's all starting to come back. It's all starting to come back. Um, if anyone who's out there watching has any questions, wants to share what they're going to play for their league starter, um, build questions, things like that, please drop them in the comments. Let us know. Feel free to chat with us. And, let us know what you're going to play, what your excitement for the league is. For those of us just joining, Chico Swavey, Path of Exile, Scourge League, start. We did a little bit of intro and maintenance stuff that I'm sure was not that fun to watch, where we got our guild bank, our guild stash set up, and now that that's completed, we're going to finish our leveling through while we're streaming here and try and get as far as we can today. Need some comments. There's a sword, that's better. Let's go with shield. See if we can get a little more defensive. And then the gloves are actually 3 reds. If I can get one of those to go green, we can use them for our build. Oh, there's a ring on that ring. Grab that, throw that on there. We're coming along, It's always a slow start, but we're coming along. So, yeah. Make a leg up here, get that scroll of wisdom. I'm going to run back and check to see if there's any chromes in the guild bank for us to use to try and get those gloves colored right so we can start getting some damage going with support gems. See if we can get some chromes, get those gloves re-colored up. From one of the other officers, it's a little bit ahead of me. And while we're doing the walkthroughs here, I want to show you all the quests. That's why I'm grabbing them. You can skip and not actually pick up the quest from the people in town and just do the quest yourself like that. But we want to grab them now as we're doing our walkthrough to be able to show you on the side here what the quests are telling you to do, so you can, get an idea of where to go and how to make your way through the game. Doing this for the new folks that are out there. So okay. So give me just a second, folks, as I try and see if I can't grab a chrome from someone and move on. So 1 second. All right, folks. We're just waiting. We're getting a chromatic orb from a friend here. We're going to try and color these gloves to be able to use the splitting steel with some support gems. So we're just waiting on that, and then we're going to be able to push forward, try and do a little more damage, and then be able to get through some of this content a little easier instead of dying left and right. So let me see. Pickups is fun. No, I've done all the tabs already. Yes, thank you. All right, so we're gonna try our luck um, getting the 2 greens, 1 red, and bam! Ah, 2 greens, 1 blue. I think we can. I think we can work with that. So we at least get the chance to poison support, and then let's see what we have for options for blue support. We don't have anything unlocked except for Swift Assembly. So But we did get a second, link. So our damage is going to go up um, by a good amount comparative to what we had before with that chance to poison support. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to head back over to the mud flats, see how we're performing now, and see if we can't make it through a little easier. So, okay. Oh, yeah, I can see the damage increase. We're actually doing some damage now. I mean, we're not Superman by any ways, but we're definitely noticing. I'm definitely noticing a difference now. Come on, look at that, one-shotting things now. Now that we got our steel built up. Oh yeah, now we're moving. Now we're cooking with grease. I'll take that pot. Oh, there's a glass shake. Well, let's get these guys cleared out. We don't want to grab the nest before we get these cleared out because it's going to aggravate them a lot. And I'm going to die. No way. Yeah, it causes them to like berserk when you aggro the nest with them still up. There we go. Alright, so we got our second nest gathered up. Alright, so here's the fetid pool. It's the side quest to get the respec points. You clear out everything in there, and you'll get the side quest done for clearing everything else. I'll go back and grab the scroll. Gotta get the mana. Let's check. Oh, look at that. We got our 3-link that we were looking for right there. So now we're going to get the chance to bleed support splitting steel with the chance to poison. So that should be a little interesting. Yeah, much better, much better. Okay, so we're going to save that because we want to sell things to get the currency back, even at this lower level. We're not taking the time to pick up every single thing, but one of the ways for generating currency, as discussed in another of my videos, the pre-Path of Exile video earlier today, was discussed there, and you'll be able to see why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, So for this skill, you gotta use it. Then you use the other skill to call back the swords that are floating around you. So you're gonna hit splitting steel a couple times, and then you're gonna call it a steel to be able to hit harder. So it's an interesting skill to use. So, but a lot of people don't like it, from what I've seen. Um, Excuse me, because it's one of those two buttons instead of a one button. But you know, the way Path is gone now, your most builds are gonna utilize multiple actions and buttons just to be able to get through some of the content. You can't, gone are the days of the one button build and everything, I think. Just the way they've done the nerfs, the balances, the updates. Um, so, so I'll call it a steel. Now I hit a lot heavier. Call it a steel. Gunner level. That's the other reason why I like doing all the quests and all the side quests. Because you're just getting levels. It just gives you the opportunity to get levels. And yes, the counter argument is that you're going to get those levels later on anyways. But I like to get them ahead of time. We're doing a lot more damage now. As you can see, like we're actually putting some hits on this elite, or this yellow rare. So call a steel. That way we actually start hitting things. You see the swords floating above me. So call the steel again. Be able to actually hit them. And you can see that health, the way it goes down, where it's taking the slow draw and then the spikes. So the slow drawdown of the health is that poison and bleed support gem acting for us. So, all right, folks, just a heads up. We got about 5 minutes left, and we're going to end for now in about 5 minutes. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. If anyone has questions, comments, please drop them in the chat. Love to see folks chatting in the chat. And if you'd like to see me play a different game, if there's anything you'd like to see me preview, let me know. Finally got a body armor there, that's good. And then also, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. Make sure that you go ahead and smash that like, follow, and subscribe button for me. And we'll keep things going and try and keep pushing. And if you're a new person, enjoy yourself. Hopefully, I've given you some information that's useful. Check out my video, pre-launch video posted earlier today to find out some good information on PoE if you're a new player, and to learn one of my secrets for making early league currency. So we've made it. We've killed the fetid pool. Made it to about where I thought I would make it. We're trying and clear the mud flats real quick before we end today. That way we can leave off on a good note. So we'll come over here. We're looking for the other item. As you can see, I'm not really doing the blood crucibles right now. I've just been focusing on objectives and questing. So, but I'm gonna, once I start getting some pieces of gear, really focus on making sure to do those um, league mechanics. Oh, there's this guy. All right, so we got him. Let's hit that points score. Let's hit that. And as you can see, it changed the colors of the roas because they're now berserking because I've stolen from their nest. So always check chest. I've gotten 2 mirrors in my time of playing to drop in Path of Exile. And I've been playing since Harbinger League. Big shout out right now to my friend Delderon, Sims, and Rotlo. They got me into the game and they helped me a long way for learning different things about the game that I was able to then make my own. So we've made it to our waypoint. It's a great stopping point there. I hope you all enjoyed the show. We'll catch you next time with more Path of Exile, Scourge League. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Drop me any questions you may have or any comments in the comments section. Hit me up in the social media sites. I'll be around on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Make sure to share that you found this great guy named Chico Swavey, who's a good streamer, and let your friends know.